In this episode of Film Stock Reviews, I'm reviewing episode 5 of the season 2 of Chucky titled Doll on Doll. It's a nice play on girl on girl. Now, at the beginning of this episode, the two Chuckies fight inside of Father Bryce's office, and now calling himself Good Chucky, while I'm going to call the other one Evil Chucky or Buff Chucky. It's really interesting. And the Good Chucky kind of gets the upper hand and kind of in a way, kind of crucifies evil Chucky on the closet door or the door in the room. It's really interesting. The fight scene is hilarious. While Jake and Devin are looking on from the outside through the keyhole into the room, it's absolutely mind-blowing how this episode was done. Then we see Lexi going through her little withdrawal. She still has the pills that were planted in her room by Trevor. Not only that, Nadine and Lexi find that Trevor's body is missing and gone. Like literally, like who is doing this and what is happening? Meanwhile, Devin becomes kind of worried that Jake's continued defense of good Chucky, because Jake sees that this Chucky is good now and helping him trying to figure out what's going on, while Devin is like, no, Chucky is still evil. Doesn't matter what doll it is. It's bad no matter what. Killed your parents, my mother, and everything going on. And you can see that the tension between Jake and Devin is there, and they're slowly coming apart. Now, the interesting thing is that Sister Ruth kind of sees the evil Chucky rise and basically sees it as a reincarnation of God in a way. Meanwhile, the aspect of this is all that good Chucky is now baptized by Jake and Nadine. Jake is now the godfather and Nadine's the godmother to good Chucky. It's a funny scene, and I really can't say enough about how everything plays out in this show and episode. And not only that, Glenn, who has been having nightmares about what happened when the Seed of Chucky movie was happening and all that. We also get aspects of Tiffany switching bodies with Jennifer Tilly, for that matter, and then we know that that's happening in this episode. Not only that, uh Glenn kind of confronts her mother about the Nika's confinement, but then she doesn't answer anything. And then the next thing, we see Meg Tilly back from the previous episode, and it's really well done. Meg basically kind of tries to figure out what's going on with Tiffany, or her sister Jennifer Tilly. Tiffany goes away and goes into another room, a memorabilia with Jennifer Tilly stuff. She takes a cloth off of a cage, and we see that it's the Tiffany doll, but it's Jennifer Tilly, but in a Tiffany doll form. Like, I didn't expect that at all. And it's really done really well, because Jennifer Tilly's writing checks, Tiffany's using it, and, it's the aspect of back and forth is really, really interesting. Not only that, Tiffany kind of tells the truth to Glenn and shows her the Glenda doll from Seed of Chucky. The connections that Don Mancini is making in this season is absolutely fucking phenomenal. And there's no other expression I can say to that, because it's so well written and so well done. It's comedic, but it's a sense of story that's making this show really work, and it's absolutely beautiful. Glenn and Tiffany leave and burn down the house, while they take the Glenn and Glenda doll along with the Jennifer Tilly doll, or the Tiffany doll for that matter, and they drive off in search of Nika. Not only that, we have Devin and Lexi following clues that were left with or by good Chucky, like little breadcrumbs and clues like that, and they get to this house or a cabin and in the woods, no pun intended, and they see a bald Chucky, the Colonel, torturing Andy. Yes, Andy is still alive. But as the Colonel is torturing Andy, we see that Dr. Mixter is also there. So I'm trying to see how Dr. Mixter plays a role in this, but I feel like Dr. Mixter is Charles Lee Ray's mother. That's my hypothesis, and that's what I'm guessing. But this episode was really, really good. It was done so well. I can't stress enough how great this episode is. It's fun to see. It's fun to watch. It's funny, and it's really, really well written. I want to say really more so well written than the first season, and this second season is by far the best I've ever seen. And if you're a fan of Chucky, like I am, or the Child's Play movies, you will absolutely enjoy this series. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about episode 5 of Chucky Season 2, titled Doll on Doll. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What do you think about the whole aspect and the story coming together? And what do you think is going to happen in the remaining episodes? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked. And I'll see you all in the next review video. And be sure you tune in next week for my episode 6 review of the Season 2 of Chucky.